Good morning, friends, AVV family, international partners, and all well-wishers of AVV family. Welcome to Spandan, the student-led conference, as a part of our Founders' Day celebration. We started this journey yesterday for the year 2021 with AVV Talks, where a few of our AVV alumni spoke about how they celebrate life after it started at AVV. Today, we have students from grade 1 to 11 presenting various works of theirs that they worked through the pandemic, showing that no pandemic, no lockdown can deter us, can dampen our spirits. Welcome to this exhibition with wonderful performances, wonderful works, wonderful exhibitory materials, and with the blessings of our trustees, we believe that it's going to make a mark. Today we commemorate the birth anniversary of our founder chairperson, late Srimati Savitaben Amin, whose vision was to design a very different school where education is transacted with a difference. Hope today's SLC lives up to the expectations she had set for the school. Her vision was to see children rooted in values and yet global in attitude. Today's SLC should bring that out to the fore. All our friends and well-wishers watching this exhibition live, watching this conference live, I hope it meets the standards that you feel AVV has set since a couple of decades when it got its inception. Thank you.
We enter this world and bid adieu to it. Days pass by and time flies away. But what remains constant is our heartbeat. Spandan is this heartbeat which marks our very existence in this world. The landlocked state of Chhattisgarh is not only the heartbeat of India, but the heartbeat of the entire world, as any damage to the ecology of this most densely forested state would mean a direct blow on global climate. Without Chhattisgarh, the 13th Sustainable Development Goal of the United Nations, climate action will remain far from reality. India has a youth population of 229 million, which is greater than twice the total population of countries like the United Kingdom, Germany, and France, to name a few. As representatives of the world's largest youth population and as proud Indians, it is about time that our heart beats for Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat, for Atmanirbhar Bharat, and for embracing our roots to bring about the change the world needs today. This student-led conference is a step for channelizing our youth potential to usher in the dawn of a better tomorrow. Hoping that this Spandan of hope reverberates till eternity, Anand Vidya Vihar welcomes you all to the Student-led Conference 2021 Spandan.
Hello everyone and welcome. This is a story named A Visit to Chhattisgarh. where a little girl has planned a family vacation to Chhattisgarh. And she wants to find out information about how the culture, the food, the clothing, the weather, the climate, the wildlife, and tourist places are there. So, let's see who helps her and how she finds out the information. Oh yes, finally we are going on a vacation. But to Chhattisgarh? I don't even know anything about it. I have an idea. Let's go to the library, read some books, and find out. Come on. I think I've been in here for a while, but I don't know what to do. I'm confused. There are so many books and so much to find out, and so much less time. I don't know what to do. I think it's gonna take forever. Oh, I heard someone wants to help me find out some information. But I wonder, where did the voice come from? I think it's coming from the wildlife section. Let's check it out.
Hello, I am the Book of Wildlife of Chhattisgarh. Firstly, let me give you a brief idea of the chief wildlife of Chhattisgarh, that is, animals and birds which are commonly and mostly found in every wildlife sanctuary. Sloth bear, tigers, flying squirrels, four-horned antelopes, jackals, leopards, black buck, chinkara, jungle cat, porcupine, barking deer, monkey, striped hyena, bison, wild dogs, sambar, nilgai, mudjack, gaur, wild boar, python, and cobra to name a few. Now, to have a fine view of the beauty of the fauna of Chhattisgarh, you will have to visit some wildlife sanctuaries. To experience extraordinary premium and magnificent wildlife sanctuary, Barwanapara Wildlife Sanctuary and Indravati National Park are first on the list. Chhattisgarh is in fact very rich in wildlife that it has plenty many sanctuaries, including Sitandi Sanctuary, Udanti Sanctuary, and Guru Ghasidas National Park. According to the information printed on me, the Forest Department of Chhattisgarh in 2013 had identified a herd or two of wild buffaloes, which are the state animal but now are unfortunately endangered. But according to a survey done in 2017, their population was increasing. The locals were undoubtedly happy. I would like to share an heartbreaking incident that happened this year on 5th of February. I would like to convey the message that no one should hurt animals and let them live their life too. An ailing subadult vulture that accidentally fell close to the forest area was badly injured due to the attack by murder group of crows. The vulture was though saved from the crows but could not handle the bad treatment of the humans. The locals were seen forcibly expanding the feathers just for the sake of taking a picture. I plead you to never do any kind of activity that hurts the animals or birds. Anyways, now that you have come to my final page, I hope that you enjoyed the flora and fauna as much as I enjoyed in sharing it to you.
Hey, I would also love to know the places I should surely visit. Please help me with that too.
Hi, I am the Book of Tourist Places of Chhattisgarh. Every state in India has their own culture, heritage and place that mesmerizes and spellbinds any individual. Chhattisgarh is one such state in India that has something to offer to its visitors. Now, let me give you a really quick tour of beautiful destinations of Chhattisgarh. If you ever want to experience calmness in serenity, the best place to visit would be an art gallery. Kurkhoti Muktangan is one such. It gives you glimpses of culture, tribes of city Kavarda, and models of folk dances. All built under one roof, it spreads across 80 hectares, developed and managed by Cultural Department of Chhattisgarh government. The most fascinating location are the waterfalls. The water of river Indravati flows from the Vindhya mountain range. Chitrakoot Falls are India's largest falls and hence are often called India's Niagara Falls. The Radhkar Falls can bewitch anyone by its beauty at the Kangar Valley National Park.
Now that your enjoyment is fulfilled, let's take the elders into consideration. They, being pious, devout and deified, would love to visit the temples. Rajiv Lochin Mandir, Gorandio Temple and Danteshwari Temple are places devoted to Lord Vishnu, Shiv and one of the Shakti Pita of Sati Parvati. This is the best way to explore the unexplored past. For the next few days, you can visit the Mahakaushal Art Gallery, Memorial Museum, Maitri Bagh and Kailash and Kottansal Cave. Now that you have come to my last page, I wish you a safe, happy and refreshing trip.
Also, when I will be packing, I would need to know all the accessories and clothes I should have according to the weather there. So, a book which can help me with that too would be great.
The climate of Chhattisgarh is tropical. It is hot and humid because of its proximity to Tropic of Cancer and its dependence on the monsoons for rains. Summer temperatures in Chhattisgarh can reach 45 degrees Celsius. The monsoon season is from late June to October and is a welcome respite from the heat. Chhattisgarh receives an average of 1,292 millimeters of rain. Winter is from November to January. Winters are pleasant and low temperatures and less humidity. Chhattisgarh, the 10th largest state of India, is rich in culture, heritage, and immense diversity of various ethnic groups. The widespread forests and distinct geographical features are some of the prime attractions inherent to this region. However, what truly adds to the cultural heritage of Chhattisgarh is the presence of several tribal and ethnic groups, especially their creative and unique take on fabrics and apparels. Kachora is a type of mannerism in which the tribal women from Chhattisgarh wear their sari. This type of sari is made from fabrics like cotton, silk and linen in bright and vibrant colors. The state is well known for its tribal weaving since ancient times, a skill set that had been adopted from different tribal cultures. It had also taken on various fabric making techniques from its parent state, Madhya Pradesh. Another prominent fabric making technique which is used worldwide today is batik, a gift from the heritage of Chhattisgarh. Batik weaving and tie-dye have been one of the prominent techniques of making fabrics in the state. Cloth is tied up firmly with threads and then dipped in multicolored dyes. This produces multicolored print. This technique is also called bandhni and is used to create fabrics all over the world.
Also, it would be great to know about the art and culture there. Quite interesting.
Pithora is a painting done on the walls by Rathwa and Bilala tribes who live in central Madhya Pradesh. Pithora paintings are executed on 3 inner walls of their houses. These paintings have significance in their lives, and executing the Pithora paintings in their homes brings peace, prosperity, and happiness. There is never an attempt to imitate nature. A horse or a bull, which might be a vision of a god, impresses him with only one central quality. Pithora paintings are more of a ritual than an art form. These rituals are performed either to thank God or for a wish or a boon to be granted. The people of Chhattisgarh are supposed to be very friendly and are characterized by a lively energy and are very hardworking. They have a very ancient history and culture filled with traditions and customs. The people of Chhattisgarh have the majority of tribals in the country, constituting more than 70%, and about 27% of the total tribal population of the state resides in Bastar district. The district of Bastar in Chhattisgarh is considered to have the largest tribal population. The tribal people of Chhattisgarh mainly speak 2 languages, and they are Hindi and Chhattisgarhi. The people show care in whatever work or duties they do.
And last but not the least, my favorite and most interesting, food. What would the food be like? And what are the festivals? Are they the same or they are quite different? I'm very keen to know. Please help me too.
Ammat originated from the region of Bastar. This cuisine is a wholesome Chhattisgarhi food that consists of cooking mixed vegetables along with a bamboo shoot. It is a tribal food that has been inherited to the modern kitchen as well. This meal is often made when guests arrive. However, in normal household, it is regarded as a special food item. It is spicy, nutritious, aromatic, and above all delicious. Suran, also known as elephant foot yam, can be eaten either by stir-frying or in curry. It is a vegetable that is grown abundantly in Chhattisgarh. It is rich in proteins, vitamins, minerals, and carbohydrates. It is served along with rice. It is delectable when served to the guests. During the festival of Diwali, Suran curry is a must in every house. Fara, also known as pita, is an ambrosial cuisine that steals the show. When overnight soaked Bengal gram is blended with garlic and chilies, the mixture finds the place in the kneaded rice flour. The mixture is then gently placed at the heart of the bowl of the dough and then steamed. Simply cut into the pieces and then put in the mouth. Chapara. This is one of the most famous red ant chutney of the Bastar region. Red ants are the great source of proteins and also have medical values. Well, it's a task to conquer a red ant nest once done. Both ants and eggs are ground into fine paste with chilies, ginger and salt. Chapura is probably the most popular dish from the Bastar region. Holi or Diwali is prominently celebrated by the Gonds in Chhattisgarh. This festival carries a strong essence of the Gond culture and the rural context of the state is embedded in. The Gonds of Chhattisgarh celebrate Diwali on the same day when Diwali is celebrated, that is the 15th day of the Kartik month according to the lunar Hindi calendar. However, the folk stories behind both the festivals largely differ, as one witnesses the increasing influence of the other religious cultures on the other ritual practice of the Adivasis. Yet, the folk cultures have managed to retain their grounds significantly. It is the auspicious occasion when the rural community members come together to worship the new crop. Especially in case of the Bastar tribe, it is rice. On this day, the Bandar Devi or deity is worshipped and the Indian dish made up of rice, also known as khichdi, is given to the cow and goat. Nuakhai or Navakhai is an agricultural festival observed by the people in the southern Chhattisgarh in India. Nuakhai is observed to welcome the new rice season. According to the calendar, it is observed on the Panchami Tithi, the fifth day of the lunar fortnight of the month Bhadrapad that lies between August and September. The day after the Ganesh Chaturthi festival is celebrated. Jirchara. This festival is also known as Jirchara Punni. This is celebrated every year on the full moon of Paush that lies between December and January month. It is believed that there is no shortage of food grains at the home on this day. When new crops are bought in the home, some part of it is donated. Then at night all the people get together and cook at a public place and eat the food. Bastar Dashera festival. This is celebrated till 75 days. Bastar Dashera is a unique cultural trait of Chhattisgarh. People celebrate the local festival with sufficient rigor. The festival of Dashera connotes the supreme power of goddess Danteshwari. During Dashera, the inhabitants of the Bastar organize and worship the Danteshwari temple of Jagdalpur. Madai Mela is one of the many popular festivals of the Sanskritic Chhattisgarh. The festival reflects the rich culture and tradition of the state. The Madai Mela festival is celebrated with great enthusiasm and excitement by the people belonging to the Gonda tribe. It is celebrated from the month of December to March. A fair is conducted by the villagers and they take their deity to this fair and people wear new clothes and worship their deity known as Sharna Devi. The Charamak, the Kurana communities of the Kankir district, tribes of Bastar and people of Bhanupratapur, Narayanpur, Kondangaon, Pakhanjor, Antagra celebrate the Madai festival in the state of Chhattisgarh. Magha Purnima. This festival is a fair conducted by the villagers which is famous in the name of Pune Mela. Maghi Purnima, also known as the Magha Purnima, is known to be celebrated on a full moon and that occurs during the Hindu calendar on the month of Magh. During this time period, the auspicious Kumbh Mela is held every 12 years and the Magh Mela is held on an annual basis on the confluence of the three rivers of the Triveni Sangam all around the North India in cities such as Allahabad or Prayag. Champaran Mela. The Champaran Mela is actually a fair that is sorted out on the place called Champaran. This yearly fair has gotten its name from where it is celebrated. Champaran is 56 kilometers away from the state capital of Chhattisgarh. The fair at Champaran is held in the month of Magh, that is from January to February. It is attended by various individuals from everywhere throughout the state. Many devotees of Vaishnava religion visit the Champaran Mela. It is a part of Chhattisgarhi culture. Narayan Mela. Nar Narayan Mela, also known as the Pakhanjor Mela, is an annual Mela at Paralkot, modern day Pakhanjor, at Kengar district in Chhattisgarh. Nar Narayan Mela starts on Makar Sankranti and lasts for 8 to 10 days. Nearly 4 to 5 million people gather here from India and abroad. The business estimated is to be worth of millions. The followers of Swami Satyananda Paramhans, who believed him to be the incarnation of God, started this event. Originally, it was celebrated only for 1 day.
Well, isn't this a great sight to see?
What is? I can't see anything.
The people who are watching us right now are ready to gain knowledge about our culture and learn more about our culture's ethnicity and diversity.
I wouldn't deny that. All it takes is an open mind to gain knowledge.
Well, a warm welcome to each and every viewer out there. We, the students of Anand Vidya Vihar, myself, Rachit Vaishnav, and with me,
myself, Vanshika Pathak from class 10,
are here to... Wait, what was it? Why am I so forgetful? Probably my mind is on a battery saver mode.
Well, we are here to give you a brief introduction to the SLCE aka Student-Led Conference, a conference of the students,
by the students,
and for the students.
This conference is the evidence of the ferocious spirits of young ABVites who did not stop working even amidst a global pandemic which could not stop or diminish the spirits of young ABVites. Major gratitude to our teachers.
Well, do you know which state CBSE has chosen to integrate under the initiative Ek Bharat Shresh Bharat by Honorable Prime Minister?
As to what I can recall, it's probably in the east of India.
This state is the heart of India and has been the center of development since the Vedic times.
Is it Delhi?
No, the state is one and only Chhattisgarh.
Well, you were beginning to speak on climate change, and many of us here were least interested. Isn't it true? Despite being competent with global activists and speakers, we still have not brought any significant awareness. What we do is be ostriches and hide ourselves in times of crisis when the world is plummeting in terms of environment.
This is a harsh fact of our world, but we ABBites have decided to do something considerable for the environment. I hope you all remember the Sustainable Development Goals, or as we say, the SDGs. SDG 13, Climate Action, is one of the major segment of our event.
Alright. I am a bit confused. Chhattisgarh, climate action, how are they related?
Well, Chhattisgarh's forests cover 44.21% of the geographical area, making it an area of utmost significance responsible for the Earth's environment. It's an area with vast diversity of flora and fauna with different species of tropical forest. If any changes happen in the natural resources and the climate change of Chhattisgarh, the effect will be spread not only to India but the world at large. So Chhattisgarh is indeed the heart of our nation.
Well, the earth is something that we can call our own, and if we do not begin to heal the world by beginning with our nation, then Houston, we may have a problem.
Precisely. Moving on with our event.
You know, this makes me remind of a beautiful part of a song. There are people dying, and if you care enough for the living, make it a better place for you and for me.
That was a soothing start. Now, for all our viewers, let us take you to a breathtaking and informative journey of Chhattisgarh. Allow us to guide you through the ethnicity, richness and purity of our Indian culture.
To our fellow ABBites, let the show begin.
Welcome to Chhattisgarh.
Traveling is always part education and part entertainment. Each episode of one store bears a significance with it that delivers a world of good in some way or the other to the person concerned. Chhattisgarh, one of the few landlocked states in central India, is a treasure house of natural beauty. Tourists wanting to experience the raw side of nature will find themselves at home here. It is its rusticity that makes you fall in love with it. Dense forests abound in the state, and in them reside various tribes, each with their unique customs, traditions, and way of life. The points of tourist interest in Chhattisgarh also include ancient temples and towns, which have constantly attracted historians and archaeologists. There are plenty of wildlife sanctuaries, which house a rich wildlife, so spend some time in Chhattisgarh as it is full of surprises.
It is rightly said. Chhattisgarh is full of surprises. And the best time to visit Chhattisgarh is from the months of October to March, as the weather is just perfect and you will enjoy it there. Now many of you ask, why Chhattisgarh? But you need to ask, why not Chhattisgarh? Visiting Chhattisgarh means enjoying its waterfalls, natural beauty, tribal culture, handicrafts, wildlife, waterfalls, hill stations, monuments, boating, bird watching, sightseeing, archaeological sites, arts and crafts, and cuisine.
Chhattisgarh, an Indian state which recently came into limelight. Kutumsar Caves and Kailash Gufa, located in Bastar, are some of the interesting tourism options while you are on your tour to Bastar. Hence, the Kutumsar Caves and Kailash Gufa are of prime interest, shrouded by a peculiar sense of mystery.
The Kutumsar Cave stands at 38 km and 40 km from Jagdalpur respectively. 5 natural chambers and quite a few blind wells. When you hear all this, you know that you are for a treat. The Kailash Gufa is situated on a small hillock and looks similar to the Kutumsar Caves. A 100-meter long cave. It is also pitch dark and has a narrow entrance. It was discovered in 1993. The cave houses and stalagmites galore. There is a special stalagmite formation which can be seen at the end of the cave in the shape of a Shivalinga. The reverberations caused here are strangely musical. With torchlights and guide along with you on your expedition, experience all the thrill of exploring these amazing caves. So pack your bags for a thrilling trip to Chhattisgarh, which is full of surprises. The nearest railway station is Jagdalpur railway station, located in the Bastar region itself. The nearest airport is the Visakhapatnam airport, located 300 km away from the cave. The best option to reach there is from the city of Jagdalpur via road, and it will require 2 to 3 hours to enjoy the cave to the fullest. The Kutumsar cave is a rich natural and ecological gift of nature to the country. You can visit the place to explore its panoramic beauty and know more about the cave. The cave has great ecological importance to it, and visiting them will surely get you thrilled, and you will have no regrets visiting this beautiful destination.
Now that you have tasted a tiny bit of Chhattisgarh's vast nature, let's venture back into the past and get mesmerized by timeless sculptures. Certainly, the land of eternity and artistic stone sculptures of Devrani Jethani temples, where even the archaeologists and historians were mesmerized by intricately crafted stone engravings, you will be welcomed by beautiful Chandrashila at the entrance, all hyped.
Names Tala and Malhar make you think of places with some musical legacy, but here lies the architectural heritage of the Chhattisgarh region. This particular place, around the meeting point of Manyari and Shivanath rivers, seems to be dominated by the Shivadis. Though the region as a whole is dominated by the legends of Ramayana, we were told that Tala in particular is known for the tantric practices. Here are 2 temples of Devrani Jethani. The Jethani, or the elder sister-in-law temple, has completely fallen. Stones that would have stood as the temple once are now piled upon one another, with their carving peeping out at various angles. You can see the elephants that would have been at the entrance. You can see the carved pillars that would have supported the ceiling. And you can see the ceiling itself has fallen for the gravity. Devrani, or the temple of the younger sister-in-law. The temple has the base platform intact along with stairs that led to the main shrine. The door jamb has survived the vestiges of times, as it's standing there to give you a glimpse of how the temple would have been. It has intricate carving all around it. The thick walls have extensively carved lion faces and human figures, probably telling same stories or depicting some scenes. Its corners are carved as braids made of rosettes in different patterns, and there are straight panels with lotus rosettes. There is a malaka on the top of the pillars and Puran Ghatak at its base. The top panel has celestial figures, and the panel below that has figures that probably belong to the deities but are unrecognizable as of now. Now you might think, how to visit Devrani Jethani temple? That is so amazing by listening only. So here is your solution. By air if you go, it's Raipur, 85 kilometers is the nearest airport, well connected to Mumbai, Delhi, Nagpur, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Bengaluru, Visakhapatnam and Chennai. If you go by train, Bilaspur railway station, that is 30 kilometers, is linked to the Bombay Howrah main line. And if you prefer by road, taxis and regular buses are available from Bilaspur. About Gond painting. Gond painting is a famous folk art of the Gond tribal community of central India. It is done to preserve and communicate the culture of the Gond tribal community. Gond tribal art includes folk dances, folk songs and Gond paintings. The present-day Gond paintings have evolved from Digna and Bitti Chitra. The Gonds paint Digna, a traditional geometric pattern on the walls and floors of the houses. Bitti Chitra is painted on the walls of houses, and these paintings include images of animals, plants and trees. Women use natural colors to paint the walls and floors of their homes. Thus, Gond painting are the most beautiful painting ever seen in Chhattisgarh. About Gond painting. Gond painting is a famous folk art of the Gond tribal community of central India. It is done to preserve and communicate the culture of the Gond tribal community. Gond tribal art includes folk dances, folk songs and Gond paintings. The present-day Gond paintings have evolved from Digna and Bitti Chitra. The Gonds paint Digna, a traditional geometric pattern on the walls and floors of the houses. Bitti Chitra is painted on the walls of houses, and these paintings include images of animals, plants and trees. Women use natural colors to paint the walls and floors of their homes. Thus, Gond painting are the most beautiful painting ever seen in China.
Our former President, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, has written that in this valley of Mahanadi, I see a new and developed India. the sweat of hard-working people radiating in this lotus heart of this land. Glory to the people of Chhattisgarh. Though Chhattisgarh was recognized formally as a state just 21 years ago on 1st November 2000 by partitioning Madhya Pradesh, it has been an integral part of Indian history since times immemorial. Chhattisgarh finds its earliest mention in the great epic Ramayana, as it is believed that Lord Ram, along with his wife Sita and brother Lakshman, spent 10 out of 14 years of their exile in the forests of Chhattisgarh known as Dandakaranya. Today, Chhattisgarh resonates with a spirit of tribal wilderness paralleled with urbanization and modernization. This duality is the very reason why Chhattisgarh is one of the most breathtaking places of India. So, let the journey begin.
Wow, you look so happy today.
Yes, I'm really excited because we've planned a trip to Chhattisgarh in the ensuing summer vacations.
You're visiting Chhattisgarh? Such me? Like what is so exciting in it?
Oh, come on, Dhey. Are you serious? You really don't know that Chhattisgarh is the heartbeat of India. It has such a rich cultural and historical significance that tourists from around the globe are attracted towards it. Also, Chhattisgarh is known to have the largest tribal population in India, which makes it an important heritage site.
Yes, I remember reading about it somewhere. And how can I forget the magnificent artworks of Chhattisgarh that makes it so beautiful?
Absolutely. The Bastar art, which includes the woodwork, the bamboo art and the metal art, has held an important place in the hearts of all the people.
Okay, let me ask you a riddle. Let's see if you can crack it. I'm made of earth and clay, and I'm usually displayed as a figurine. Who am I?
Terracotta?
Yes, you are right. And it is rightly said that imagination is the beginning of creation.
So let's see the spectacular art and craft of Chhattisgarh made by the students of grade 1, 2, 6, 7 and 8.
Types of art in Chhattisgarh. Bell metal, which is also known as Dokra art. Chhattisgarh is popular for crafting bell metal handicrafts using brass and bronze. Tribes like Ghawas of Bastar and Jaharas of Raigad mainly practice this art form, also known as Dokra art. Wrought iron, also known as Loha Shilp. Wrought iron is mostly made of recycled scrap iron. This craft is produced by beating metal in furnaces and then making shapes using tongs. Lamps, figures of deities and toy animals are some of the typical wrought iron products. Woodcraft and carving, which is Kashta Shilp. People of Chhattisgarh utilize wood for many things. Badhai's tribe is expert in this craft. Wood carving art has been affluent in Chhattisgarh from time immemorial, and one can discover delightfully carved wooden stuffs. The craftsmen of Chhattisgarh using dissimilar kinds of woods like teak, shisham, dudi, kikar, and sal. The craftsmen make masts, pipes, doors, sculptures, and window frames. Godna. Godna is the most pioneering art form currently practiced by a handful of women in Chhattisgarh. They paint traditional motifs on textiles. They use natural colors obtained from the forest and combine them with acrylic paint to make it more stable on fabric. Tumba. Tumba is a less recognized craft which instigated with the extensive use of hollow gourd shells. Tribals employ them as containers to accumulate water and sulphur, from which this art is stimulated. Cotton fabrics. Cotton fabrics are made in Bastar. These are made of kosa thread, which is made from a kind of worm found in the forest, hand-woven and hand-printed by the tribes who trace their lineage in the 14th century weaver Saint Poet Kabir. The hand printing is generally done with the natural vegetable dye extracted from ale. These fabrics include cotton saris, well known as Bastar Kosa sari, dress materials and drapes. Bamboo work. The bamboo thickets are very famous in Chhattisgarh. Articles for decorative as well as daily use are formed by the artisans.
Dokra art is essentially stunning metal figurines fashioned from bronze and copper based alloys using a lost wax casting. There are several processes involved in the making of Dokra art, and hence a single piece could take up to a month or two to be created. Most Dokra artifacts are human or animal figurines. In fact, one of the earliest known lost wax casting artifacts is the legendary dancing girl of Mohenjo-daro. The product of Dokra artisans are in great demand in domestic and foreign markets. The lost wax technique for casting of copper-based alloys has been found in China, Egypt, Malaysia, Nigeria, Central America, and other places. While Dokra art originated in West Bengal, over the time the tribes moved to Jharkhand, West Bengal, Orissa, and Chhattisgarh, as well as places like Kerala and Rajasthan. Hence, the art has now spread all over India. Dokra, horses, elephants, peacocks, owls, religious images, measuring bowls, and lamp cascades, etc. are highly appreciated. But it is unfortunate that this beautiful artwork is facing an obvious decline. The steady increase in the cost of raw material makes the end products way too expensive to attract buyers.
Well, not only the art and craft, but the folk music of Chhattisgarh is also very fascinating. Musical instruments used in the Chhattisgarhi folk are made by the local people using the materials available in their rich forest. The folk music of Chhattisgarh provides a glimpse into the daily lives of the people. Chhattisgarh's Pandavani is a form of music which exhibits the tales from epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata. So let's see what our students have in store for the folk music of Chhattisgarh.
Dance is the hidden language of our soul. Chhattisgarh is famous for its folk dances like Karma dance, Panthi dance, Raud Nacha and Rahas dance. All these dances are performed at various occasions like festivals, wedding and religious ceremonies. All these dance forms have different moves and are colorful due to the traditional dresses worn by people while performing them. The students of AVV have performed some of the folk dances of Chhattisgarh. Let's have a look.
धन चंदा के चांदनी का धन सूरत के जोत धन तिरिया का मोहानी और मोहाय तीनों लोग रे आमा के सहारा और पहाड़ा मा नहीं आए वो आमा के सहारा.
Hello all. Today I am here with my group's Physics Art Integration project, Music of India, an exploration of Indian music. Owing to India's vastness and diversity, Indian music encompasses numerous genres, multiple varieties and forms which include classical music, folk, rock and pop. The two main traditions of Indian classical music are Carnatic music and Hindustani music. The basic concepts of this music include Shruti, Swar, Alankar, Rag and Tal. Types of musical instruments. Percussion family. Instrument that is sounded by being struck or scraped by a beater, including attached or enclosed beaters. Wind family. Instrument that contains some type of resonator in which a column of air is set into vibration by the player. String family. Instruments that produce sound from vibrating strings when the performer plays or sounds the strings in some manner. Music of Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh has varied types of music and musical instruments. Famous music from Chhattisgarh includes Pandavani and Raut Nacha. Pandavani is a form of music that has a man or a lady telling the story of the Pandavas from the Indian epic Mahabharata. A famous singer is Tijan Bai. Let's have a glimpse of her singing. The other is Raut Nacha. It is a form of dance prominent in East Chhattisgarh and borderline Odisha. Half of the men sing and play special kind of flute and special drums and other dance in coordination encircling the child, who is generally dressed up as Lord Krishna. Let's have a glimpse of it. The two musical instruments from Chhattisgarh selected by us. Sarangi is a fretless bow-string instrument which is played with the help of a gauze and is made of wood, bamboo, horsehair, ghungru, mud or wooden bowls in cow skin. Here we have the image of a real sarangi, and also Shreya, a group member, has made a model of it. The other one that we selected was bass, which is a musical instrument used by the Ahirs while singing the bass song. This is a type of a flute. Here again we have the image of a real bass and also a handmade model by Charulata.
मोर गांव के माटिया और पीपल के चिन्ह. Such a wonderful line, isn't it?
Yes, it is. The literature of Chhattisgarh has fascinated scholars since many centuries.
The literature of Chhattisgarh shows day-to-day changes of the people and tribal people living in the green belts of the region.
So now, for our curious viewers, let us dive right into the presentations made by our amazing ABVites, which showcase the literary heritage of Chhattisgarh. Mind-blowing. By the way, do you know what the most famous sport of Chhattisgarh is?
Is it cricket?
No. Let me give you a hint. This sport played an important role in the epic Mahabharata.
Okay, let me see. It's archery.
Yes, that's right. Archery is the most famous sport of Chhattisgarh.
Do you also know Gilli Danda is also played in Chhattisgarh? It was originated there.
Oh, well, Chhattisgarh is full of surprises after all. And now, to unravel these surprises, let us take a look at what our students have in store for us.
The sports of Chhattisgarh. that are played in Chhattisgarh are Gilli Danda, Fugdi, Danda Kolal, Dandi Poha, Bitta Jump, Kabaddi as Khudua, River and Mountain, and Langdi.
Archery was the main occupation of the tribes of Chhattisgarh, but now they have developed newer sports and they are excelling in it.
But the tribal population of Chhattisgarh has always lived in harmony with the nature, and their sustainable measures have ensured that they take care of the green cover of their habitat.
Yes, and we should take inspiration from them and demand new reforms which will save the agriculture of Chhattisgarh. उसके बाद
Start on crop production. Preparation of soil, sowing of seeds, third manuring, fourth irrigation, fifth harvesting, and sixth storage. Now let's learn about any two kharif and rabi crops with examples. Here are some of the rabi crops and kharif crops. Wheat, oats, chickpea, mustard, almonds and broccolis are some of rabi crops. Rice, corn, soybean, sugarcane, groundnut and cotton are some of kharif.
Most, there is a lot of rush in the markets lately. Any idea why?
The reason for the hustle in the markets is the upcoming harvest festival.
Yes, the staple food of Chhattisgarh is rice, but a variety of other crops like millets, wheat, high-protein lentils, bajra, maize and jowar are also grown.
The harvest festivals of Chhattisgarh is a tradition worth mentioning. The tribes residing in the green belts of Chhattisgarh celebrate a harvest festival known as Chaitra on a full moon night.
Yes, agriculture is the oldest and the most important economic activity of Chhattisgarh. The farmers use traditional methods of farming and a good crop at the end of the year brings joy.
And this joy is expressed in the harvest festivals. Now, I would want our audience to further enjoy the presentation by class 5 and a dance video on Danta Kadora.
धान सोने वाली। जो भी चावल हम उगाते वही हर घर में खाए जाते, चाहे वो पूरी कड़ा या हो खीर मुखिया, सभी में है चावल मुखिया।
Prasiddhi, by the way, I haven't eaten anything since the last few hours. My stomach is aching badly. Hey, can you recommend me some local delicacies which I could eat here? I'm tired of having theplas.
Arey, don't worry. Chhattisgarh has no dearth of tasty rice delicacies, as after all, it is the rice bowl of India.
Oh yes, how could I forget about it? Now that you have mentioned about the scrumptious local food here, I'm dying to feast on it.
Oh wait, did it start? Let's not miss seeing the appetizing local delicacies prepared by little chefs of grade 2.
નમસ્તે, હું છું ખ્વાહિશ ઉપાધ્યાય અને આજે હું તમારા સમક્ષ છત્તીસગઢની પ્રખ્યાત વાનગી એટલે મિક્સ વેજીટેબલ ફરા બનાવવાની છું. આ વાનગી સ્વાદમાં ખૂબ જ સ્વાદિષ્ટ હોય છે. તો ચાલો આ વાનગી કેવી રીતે બનાવવાની છે જોઈ લઈએ. આ વાનગી બનાવવા માટે 1 વાડકી ચોખાનો લોટ, 2 ચમચી ઝીણું સમારેલું કોબી, 2 ચમચી ગાજરને આપણે ક્રશ કરી દીધા છે, 2 ચમચી ઝીણી સમારેલી ડુંગળી, 2 ચમચી વટાણાને આપણે ક્રશ કરી દીધા છે, 2 ચમચી ઝીણું સમારેલું કેપ્સિકમ, 2 ચમચી લીલા ધાણા, 2 લીલા મરચાની પેસ્ટ, 1 ચમચી આદુની પેસ્ટ, 1 ચમચી લીંબુનો રસ, સ્વાદ અનુસાર મીઠું અને ચપટી સોડા. હવે આપણે આ બધી સામગ્રીને સારી રીતે મિક્સ કરી દઈશું અને પછી થોડું થોડું પાણી નાખીને તેનો સારી રીતે લોટ બાંધી દઈશું. આ લોટ એકદમ મુઠિયાના લોટ જેવો હોવો જોઈએ. હવે આપણે થોડું પાણી નાખીશું અને એનો લોટ બાંધી દઈશું. હવે આપણો લોટ બંધાઈને તૈયાર છે. એક બીજી બાજુ મેં ઢોકળાનું કુકર લઈ લીધું છે, તેની અંદર પાણી મૂક્યું છે અને એને ગેસ ચાલુ કરીને આપણે ધીમા તાપે ગરમ કરવા મૂકીશું. અને બીજી બાજુ હું આ લોટના નાના નાના લુવા બનાવીશ. તેલવાળા હાથ કરી દઈશું એટલે આ લોટ આપણા હાથમાં ચોંટે ના. આપણે આવા લુવા બનાવવાના છે. હવે આપણે આપણા મિક્સ વેજીટેબલ ફરાને કાણાવાળી ડીશમાં તેલ લગાવીને 15 થી 20 મિનિટ માટે કુકરમાં બાફવા મૂકી દઈશું. વેજીટેબલ ફરા બફાઈને ઠંડા પડી ગયા છે. હવે આપણે તેનો વઘાર કરીશું. વઘાર માટે આપણે 2 ચમચી તેલ મૂકીશું. તેલ ગરમ થઈ જાય પછી આપણે તેમાં ચપટી જીરું, ચપટી રાઈ અને ચપટી તલ નાખીશું. અને તેમાં આપણે એ તડતડ બોલી જાય એટલે પછી આપણે એમાં ફરા નાખી દઈશું. હવે આપણે એમાં ફરા નાખી દઈશું. હવે આપણે આમાં થોડું મીઠું ભભરાવીશું. હવે એને સરસ રીતે મિક્સ કરી દઈશું. હવે આપણા મિક્સ વેજીટેબલ ફરા તૈયાર છે. હવે આપણે એને આપણી ડિશમાં સર્વ કરીશું.
Good morning. Today we will represent Chhattisgarh's famous dish Fara. Fara is traditional and local dish of Chhattisgarh. Today we will give you a glimpse of it. मम्मी देखो कौन आया है, मेरा बेस्ट फ्रेंड आया है. हेलो अंकल. हेलो आंटी. मम्मी मेरे और मेरे दोस्त के लिए कुछ अच्छा नाश्ता बना दीजिए. ठीक है बेटा. आप ऐसा कीजिए कि बच्चों के लिए कोई छत्तीसगढ़ की स्पेशल आइटम बना दीजिए. ठीक है. क्या बनाऊं? आजकल के बच्चों को खिलाना बहुत मुश्किल हो गया है. एक काम करती हूँ, आज नाश्ते में छत्तीसगढ़ का ट्रेडिशनल फूड फरा बना देती हूँ. छत्तीसगढ़ is also known as rice bowl of India. Oh. Yes, it produces 70% of country's production of rice. Okay. आ जाओ, आज हम सब लोग मिलकर फरा बनाते हैं. Rice bowl of rice flour, 1 bowl of rice, 1 tablespoon oil, 2 tablespoon coriander, 1 chili, 1 tablespoon sesame seeds, salt according taste. सबसे पहले हम चावल लेंगे. फिर नमक स्वाद के अनुसार. अब हम इसको अच्छे से मैश कर देंगे. अब हम लोग राइस फ्लोर लेकर उसका टाइट डो बना देंगे. देखो बच्चों, हमारा टाइट डो रेडी हो गया है. अब हमें इसे ऐसे लेना है और उसको अच्छे से रोल कर देना है. चलो बच्चा, तुम भी मम्मी को हेल्प करो. ठीक है. इस तरह से हमें पूरे डो को शेप दे देना है. अब हम लोग एक कढ़ाई में तेल डालेंगे और अब हम लोग एक ग्रीन चिली और सीसम सीड्स का तड़का लगाएंगे. अब हम लोग उसको थोड़ी देर हिलाएंगे. अब तड़का लग चुका है तो अब हम लोग 1 कप पानी डालेंगे.
अभी हम थोड़ी देर पानी को उबलने देंगे। अभी उबाल आ चुका है, तो अब हम उसमें कोरिएंडर डालेंगे। अब हम लोग एक एक करके सारे फरा उसमें डाल देंगे। हमें इसे ज्यादा हिलाना नहीं है क्योंकि टूटने का डर है। अभी हम लोग इसे 8 से 10 मिनट बॉईल होने देंगे। अब हमारे फरा सर्व करने के लिए तैयार है।
Do you know, kids? Rice is rich source carbohydrates and it gives us energy. Sesame seeds and coriander give us vitamins and minerals.
इस डिश में फैट बहुत कम होता है।
Stay healthy and live healthy. Thank you.
In nature, nothing is perfect, yet everything is perfect.
True that, but why did you suddenly mention this?
Chhattisgarh is full of nature and has a very natural and rich biodiversity. To conserve this biodiversity, Chhattisgarh's government has taken many steps such as made wildlife sanctuaries and national parks. One of them is Kangra Valley National Park.
The flora and fauna of Chhattisgarh are very important, and Chhattisgarh also hosts many endangered animals and birds such as parrots and vultures and chameleons, not to mention the trees such as mahua and jamun.
So, Chhattisgarh can also be called as the lungs of the world then.
Yes, that's true, but sadly, this rich ecology is being destroyed and is facing extreme threat due to climate change. I just remembered a wonderful line from a poem. After eons of flora and fauna, humans have stood for mere years.
So, we should take certain steps to conserve this rich biodiversity. So, let us see what our AVVites have made to conserve this biodiversity.
Hello everyone. So today I am going to tell a story by characters made using the shapes of Kangra. The name of the story is The Dove and the Ant. This story is based on friendship and good deed. Once upon a time, an ant was drinking water from a river. Suddenly, it fell into the river water. A dove sitting nearby saw that the ant was in trouble. He quickly plucked off a leaf from the tree and threw near the ant. The ant climbed up on the leaf and it was saved. The ant thanked the dove for saving its life. After a few days, the ant saw that its friend, the dove, was in trouble. A hunter was aiming his arrow on it. The ant bit on the hunter's leg and the dove was saved. This time the ant saved the dove's life, and the dove thanked the ant for saving its life. Both of them became friends forever. Therefore, the moral of the story is, one good turn deserves another.
आज मैं आपको छत्तीसगढ़ के अबूझमाड़ वन के बारे में बताऊंगा। अबूझमाड़ छत्तीसगढ़ के बस्तर अंचल के नारायणपुर जिले में स्थित है। इसका कुछ हिस्सा महाराष्ट्र तथा कुछ आंध्र प्रदेश में पड़ता है। भारत में विलुप्त होते भागों के लिए यह क्षेत्र अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण है। अबूझमाड़ और इसके निवासी आज तक अपने आदिकालीन स्वरूप में है, क्योंकि यहाँ रहने वाले माड़िया आदिवासी बाहरी लोगों से संपर्क रखना पसंद नहीं करते। इस कारण अभी तक यहाँ पाए जाने वाले पेड़ पौधे और वन्य प्राणियों की संख्या और प्रकार के बारे में सही जानकारी नहीं है।
Morning teachers and my dear friends. Hello friends, I am Badalkhor Wildlife Sanctuary. I am situated in Jasper district of Chhattisgarh. I am popularly known for the desert kinds of vegetations. I have many different animals and birds. In animals, I have deer, chinkara, gazelle, and the spotted deer. In the birds, I have peacock, fowl, pigeon, quail, parrot, and stork. I am sure that you will visit me, Badalkhor Wildlife Sanctuary.
Promoting environmental awareness in our community, we must first make sure that we have a thorough understanding of environmental issues, stay up to date on environmental news, read books and other resources, and learn about the issues affecting our own community. It's much easier to talk to others about the environment if we've already taken the time to educate ourselves. Numerous resources are available.
Human activities from pollution to overpopulation are driving up the Earth's temperature and fundamentally changing the world around us. The main cause of this phenomenon is greenhouse effect. Gases in the atmosphere such as nitrous oxide, methane, chlorofluorocarbon, water vapor and carbon dioxide creates a layer that lets the sun's light in but not allowing it to escape. This increases the Earth's temperature, strengthening the global warming. Climate change has consequences for our oceans, our weather, our food sources, and our health. Ice sheets such as Greenland and Antarctica are melting, causing the sea levels to rise and spill out of the ocean, flooding the coastal regions. Increase in temperature leads to drought. The areas where plants and animals can live shift, their water supplies are diminished. Climate change leads to asthma, lung cancer, and heart disease among human beings. Climate change is upon us. Oceans are rising, fires are raging, storms are brewing, and we need solutions. First, restoring forests. Humans have already cut down half of the world's trees, but we need to restore it before it's too late. Trees purifies the air, that's why they are called lungs of the earth. Second, we have to replace fossil fuel with renewable energy resources like solar and wind energy, which is cleaner and safer. Rebuilding coastal habitat, marshes, seagrass and mangrove are also one of the best solutions to rebuild nature. It is never too late to do good deeds.
Hello, today we are going to see how the leopard got its spots. Long ago in the savanna deserts, a leopard without spots and men were friends. They enjoyed their time together. The other fauna of the deserts, the giraffe and the zebra, also didn't hide their spots and stripes. The man and the leopard enjoyed their time chasing the giraffe and the zebra. But after being chased by men and the leopard several times, the giraffe and the zebra decided to go to another habitat with plants and huge trees. They hid behind the huge trees to protect themselves. Hiding behind the shadows of the trees, the giraffe gained spots and the zebra gained stripes. With these stripes and spots, they hid behind the huge trees. When the leopard and the man came, they searched everywhere but were not able to find the giraffe and the zebra. But one day, they found the giraffe and the zebra. They were unable to recognize them because of the spots and stripes, and asked them how did they got these spots and stripes. Then the zebra and the giraffe told them, hiding behind these huge trees, they gained these spots and stripes. The men liked their idea of hiding and came up with a brilliant plan to cover itself with mud to hide. But the leopard was not able to find anything to hide itself with. So the man took mud and started patching the skin of the leopard, and in this way the leopard gained its spots. Long after, the leopard with spots and the dark-skin-toned man enjoyed their time in the jungle playing hide and seek.
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम हर्षवर्धन सिंह है। मैं कक्षा 4 का छात्र हूँ। आज मैं आपके सामने छत्तीसगढ़ में स्थित नंदनवन जंगल के बारे में जानकारी प्रस्तुत करूंगा। छत्तीसगढ़ एक ऐसा राज्य है जहाँ सबसे अधिक वन एवं वन्य प्राणी हैं और जहाँ 3 तरह के राष्ट्रीय उद्यान हैं: कांगेर घाटी राष्ट्रीय उद्यान, इंद्रावती राष्ट्रीय उद्यान और गुरु घासीदास राष्ट्रीय उद्यान। प्रदेश में हमारे यह राष्ट्रीय उद्यान ऐसे संरक्षित वन हैं जहाँ वन्य प्राणी और वन्य शक्ति दोनों ही सुरक्षित रहते हैं। छत्तीसगढ़ में अनेक वनों में से सबसे खूबसूरत वन नंदनवन जंगल है। यहाँ के हरे भरे पेड़ पौधे, सुंदर और सुरम्य झरने, खूबसूरत पठार, घुमावदार नदियाँ आंखों को सुकून देते हैं। प्राकृतिक सौंदर्य से भरपूर रायपुर के दक्षिणी छोर पर खांडवा गांव के नजदीक नंदनवन जंगल सफारी के लिए जाना जाता है। यह नंदनवन जंगल रायपुर में 797 एकड़ क्षेत्र में फैला जंगल सफारी एशिया का सबसे बड़ा जंगल सफारी है। इसका उद्घाटन 1 नवंबर 2016 को प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के द्वारा किया गया था। इस नंदनवन जंगल के जंगल सफारी में शेर, बाघ समेत सांबर, चीतल, कटोरी, नीलगाय, काला हिरण आदि वन्य प्राणी को निर्भय होकर अपने इलाके में विचरण करते देखने का आनंद लिया जा सकता है। इस जंगल सफारी के विशाल हरे भरे प्राकृतिक पर्यावरण में पर्यटकों और प्राकृतिक प्रेमियों को एक अद्भुत वातावरण मिलता है। धन्यवाद।
water them regularly. But these plants, they're always dry. See? These plants should be like this, green and nice. But where can we see these plants nowadays? But in my childhood, fresh air, so much of oxygen. That's why I love There's so much fresh air in my childhood. Just not in my childhood, but all people's childhood. Look what we have done to our planet. By building industries, by reducing the land, open land that we had got, the trees and all the things that we have done to our planet. Now there will be no good place for our future generations. Really a sad thing.
Water is the elixir of life. and Chhattisgarh has been blessed with it.
True, rivers like Mahanadi, Godavari and Arpa cut through the landlocked state of Chhattisgarh.
These rivers are the lifeline to the people of Chhattisgarh.
I see. Besides these rivers, there are also many other sources of water like lakes and waterfalls. Have you heard about the Chitrakoot Falls?
Oh yes, I have. Chitrakoot Falls are also referred to as the Niagara Falls of India.
Yeah, I know. But sadly, these waterfalls and water bodies have been adversely affected by climate change.
It is unfortunate to note that by 2050, Chhattisgarh would face an existential crisis of increasing floods and decreasing groundwater levels.
Speaking of climate change, the students of ABV have created advertisements for climate change. It is rightly said that necessity is the mother of invention.
Invention is the mother of creation.
Creation is the mother of creativity.
And creativity is the mother of imagination.
So let us have a look at these advertisements.
हे मेरे प्रिय मित्रों, आज मैं आपको एक ऐसी जगह ले चलता हूँ जिसके दृश्य देखने के बाद मेरा दावा है कि आप यहाँ आने का जल्द से जल्द आयोजन करेंगे। दोस्तों, यह जगह है चित्रकूट जलप्रपात। इसे भारत के नायग्रा फॉल्स के नाम से भी जाना जाता है। दोस्तों, आपको बता दें कि ये भारत का सबसे चौड़ा जलप्रपात माना जाता है। बारिशों में इसकी चौड़ाई 980 फीट जितनी हो जाती है और वही इसकी ऊंचाई करीब 90 फीट है। यहाँ आने का सबसे अच्छा समय बारिश का। छत्तीसगढ़ राज्य के बस्तर जिले के जगदलपुर शहर से 40 किलोमीटर की दूरी पर यह स्थित है। यहाँ से सबसे नजदीकी एयरपोर्ट रायपुर में स्थित है, जो कि यहाँ से करीबन 285 किलोमीटर दूर है। दोस्तों, इंद्रावती नदी पर स्थित यह जलप्रपात पर्यटन के लिए एक अद्भुत स्थल है। आपको बता दें कि छत्तीसगढ़ से बहने वाली इंद्रावती गोदावरी की सबसे बड़ी सहायक नदी है। दोस्तों, यह एक माजरा जलप्रपात है जो अपना रंग मौसम के अनुसार बदलता है। आपको जानकर हैरानी होगी कि बारिश के मौसम में जब यह अपने पूरे तूफान में होता है तब प्रति सेकंड करीब 20 लाख लीटर के दर से पानी बहता है।
छत्तीसगढ़ में अनेक सुंदर और मशहूर झरने हैं जिन्हें देखने के लिए लोग दूर दूर से आते हैं। इन सभी में सबसे प्रमुख और प्रसिद्ध झरना है चित्रकूट झरना। तो आइए आज मैं आपको ले चलती हूँ इस झरने का आनंद लेने। जगदलपुर से 39 किलोमीटर दूर इंद्रावती नदी पर ये एक प्राकृतिक झरना बनता है।
नमस्कार, मैं शिवांश सैनी कक्षा 3A का छात्र हूँ। यूँ तो छत्तीसगढ़ में बहुत सी नदियाँ हैं, परंतु गोदावरी का तो अलग ही महत्व है। गोदावरी शांत पवित्र नदियों में से एक मानी जाती है। वह भारत की दूसरी सबसे लंबी नदी है। इस नदी की लंबाई 1450 किलोमीटर है। यह नदी 8 राज्यों में से होकर बहती है। इस नदी के किनारे बहुत तीर्थ स्थल बने हैं। हर 12 वर्ष में इस नदी के तट पर पुष्कर मेला लगाया जाता है। इस नदी के बेसिन में बहुत खनिज, कोयला, लोहा, मैग्नीज, तांबा और बॉक्साइट मिलते हैं। रामायण में भी इस नदी के बारे में बताया गया है। श्री राम इस नदी के किनारे रहे थे। इस नदी पर त्र्यंबकेश्वर मंदिर भी बना है, जो भगवान शिव का मंदिर है। नदी 7 भागों में विभाजित होती है, इसलिए इस नदी को सपत गोदावरी भी कहते हैं। 1450 की लंबी यात्रा के बाद यह नदी अपने सहायक नदियों के साथ बहकर बंगाल की खाड़ी में मिलती है। धन्यवाद।
Immediate reforms are to be made to save all of us from this threat. So now let us have a look at the PPTs and models made by class 3 on water conservation and their construction in Chhattisgarh.
The Chitrakoot Falls, water pollution and performance across the pond on the river Indravati. Well, have you heard about the Indian Niagara Falls? No? I will tell you about it. The Chitrakoot Falls, also known as the Indian Niagara Falls or Mini Niagara Falls, is India's widest waterfall. It is 300 meters wide, is equals to 980 feet. 29 meters tall, is equals to 95 feet.
Some of the major rivers of Chhattisgarh are Mahanadi, Shivnath, Godavari, Indravati, Hadso, Peri and Arpa. Mahanadi. This is the most important river of state Chhattisgarh. It is also known as lifeline of state. Total length of river is 851 km, out of which 281 km flows in state Chhattisgarh.
This is the model of Chhattisgarh. The map gives us an idea of seahorse.
I wish this video made you understand to save water. If you save water right now, maybe our future generation will get it. But if you waste it, maybe our future generation won't get water. So save water, save life, save future. Thank you.
Action.
Now that we know all about the hidden treasures of Chhattisgarh, it is important to note that the mineral resource in this state is at the topmost importance.
Oh, I've also heard that there are more than 29 minerals ranging from iron to alexandrite. These are present in the plateau region of Chhattisgarh.
On the top, Chhattisgarh is the only tin producing state in the country and has the highest number of coal fields.
Oh,
imagine how much economic and financial importance the state holds.
Exactly. So now let us have a look at few PPTs and videos made by students of class 6 to class 10 on the resource-rich state of Chhattisgarh.
Hi, I am Jack.
Hello, I'm your guide. Let's go to the exhibition to know more about Chhattisgarh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Chhattisgarh alloy exhibition. You'll get to know about many alloys in this by Professor Kreenal Desai, Professor Freni Patel and me myself. So I hope you'll enjoy it.
This is Professor Kreenal Desai and we are going to talk about gunmetals. Gunmetal is a red brass and a type of bronze which has an alloy of copper, tin and zinc. The quantity of copper in gunmetal is 80 to 90%, the quantity of tin is 3 to 10% and the quantity of zinc is 2 to 3%. Gunmetal is also used in making guns and some decorative materials.
Good morning one and all present here. Today we are going to present a PPT on reducible and recyclable materials used in Chhattisgarh. The three R's are reduce, reuse and recycle, as you can see in the PPT. They depict a major role in a clean and green environment. Chhattisgarh is the 9th largest state which is located in the heart of India. It gets its name from the 36 forts in Chhattisgarh. There are many types of arts in Chhattisgarh. Some of them are Tumba art, terracotta art, cotton fabric and woodcraft. Tumba art is originated with the widespread use of hollow ground shells. Tribals use them as containers to store water and selfie from which this art
environment is less important than economy, try holding your breath by counting your money. Yes, environment is very important for us. But at the same time, climate change is equally destructive for us. Climate change is a change in average weather conditions that come to define the local, global and regional climates of the earth. UN's Sustainable Development Goal number 13 is also about climate action. The basic wordings are to combat climate change and its impacts. Nidra will inform us more about UN's SDG goals. Thank you.
Okay friends, so today we are going to talk about the Sustainable Development Goals of the UN. So, what are those? Sustainable Development Goals are the blueprint to achieve better future for all. They address global challenges we face daily like poverty, inequality, climate change, peace and justice, and environmental degradation. So the Sustainable Development Goal number 13 is related to the climate change. The goal aims to mobilize $100 billion annually by 2020 to address the needs for developing countries in both to adapting climate change and to invest in low carbon development. Supporting to the vulnerable regions will directly contribute not only to the goal number 13 but also to other SDGs.
Hi, I am Rujal. You might have heard of the term climate change. It is the long-term change in the average weather pattern of the earth. Humans are increasingly influencing the climate of the earth by burning fossil fuels, cutting down rainforests and farming livestock. This adds enormous amounts of greenhouse gases to the environment, which causes global warming.
Climate change. We are using too much electricity. What is our planet gonna turn out to be? Cows are producing too much methane. Our earth is in great pain. We are chopping down too many trees. Our earth is yelling stop. Please, please. We are going everywhere with planes and cars. If we don't stop, we need to move to Mars. We need to stop making plastic. The waste is growing and our oceans and seas are not elastic. In 50 years, there will be more waste in our seas. And to worsen the disaster, we are killing with chemicals. So please, stop or will stop climate change. Thank you.
Chhattisgarh is a heavily forested state located in central India. It is endowed with a rich cultural heritage, minerals, and attractive natural diversity. The state is full of ancient monuments, rare wildlife species, carved temples, Buddhist sites, palaces, waterfalls, caves, rock paintings, and hilly plateaus.
Chhattisgarh is one of the states in India wherein sericulture is prominent. Many tribal groups reside in Chhattisgarh and its capital is Raipur. The climate of Chhattisgarh is tropical. It is also hot and humid there. Agriculture is counted as the chief economic occupation of the state, followed by sericulture, which is practiced by many tribal communities.
Sericulture or silk farming is the cultivation of silkworms to produce silk. The type of silk produced in Chhattisgarh is called Kosa silk. Kosa silk is obtained from an Indian silkworm, Anthera mylitta. This is the life cycle of Anthera mylitta. It grows on special trees called Arjun and Sal. The Kosa silk is known worldwide for its soft texture and purity.
Unforgivable forest fires, rising sea levels because of melting of ice in polar regions, rising global temperatures, increasing disasters, and more harmful things.
These effects show climate change is a real threat. This can also lead to the extinction of all animals in the future, including us.
Climate change can remind us of the mass extinction during the Jurassic era.
It has happened all because of us. By our increasing population, we have increased our needs.
This has led to deforestation, smoke from industries and vehicles, garbage dumps, polluted water, breaking of food chains and ecosystems, endangering of animals, etc., which is causing climate change.
Microplastics are tiny particles of plastic measuring less than 10 millimeters in diameter. They cause air pollution by occurring as airborne fibrous particles. Microplastics are consumed by various animals, birds and fish who consume them, mistaking them for food.
Tick 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 कसम ये खाए रे टिक 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 प्लास्टिक टिक ना पाए रे टिक 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 कसम ये खाए रे टिक 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 प्लास्टिक टिक ना पाए रे अगर सुन लो जो संभले ना हम तो बम ये फट जाएगा कि बहती सी है नदियाँ का ये पानी रुक जाएगा अगर सुन लो जो संभले ना हम तो बम ये फट जाएगा कि बहती सी है नदियाँ का ये पानी रुक जाएगा कि कर दो रहम धरती का ये दम भी खुद नस नस में जहर ये बस जाएगा। प्लास्टिक के हम सब मोहताज हैं, कैसा ये समाज है। कल ना हो हाथों में आज है, मौका ये अब ना गवाए रे। टिक 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 कसम ये खाए रे। टिक 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 प्लास्टिक टिक ना पाए रे। प्लास्टिक है जहाँ देखो प्लास्टिक है, सिचुएशन प्लास्टिक है जहाँ देखो। थैली बोतल स्ट्रॉ इत्यादि सर्रे सर्रे में फैला दे, ना फट पाए ना मिट पाए, रह रह के टॉक्सिक बन जाए। इससे छुटकारा तो नहीं पर है एक सरल उपाय रे। सिंगल यूज प्लास्टिक को हम कह दे बाय बाय रे। टिक 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 कसम ये खाए रे। टिक 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 प्लास्टिक टिक ना पाए रे। हम जो मिलकर ठान ले अगर वक्त ये बदल जाएगा, कि इस धरती के नामे से बोझा हट जाएगा। Refuse to use, reuse, recycle, ये नए रिवाज है। प्लास्टिक वाले साल सारे पूछ के आओ खुल के मुस्कुराए रे। टिक 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 कसम ये खाए रे। टिक 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 प्लास्टिक टिक ना पाए रे। टिक 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 कसम ये खाए रे। टिक 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 प्लास्टिक टिक ना पाए रे। टिक 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 कसम ये खाए रे। टिक 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 प्लास्टिक टिक ना पाए रे।
Say no to plastic, to plastic. Stop, stop. Don't cut the trees. Why? Oh dear, because trees give us oxygen, oxygen. Trees bring so much rain, so much rain. If you cut the trees, where will the birds live? The birds live. How will we get food and shed, food and herbs? Tell me, why icebergs have started to melt, Don't tell me, if you don't see snow leopards anymore, if you can't breathe in Delhi smog, if you see forest fire. So say no to cut the trees, to cut the trees. So, reduce, reuse, recycle to save this beautiful world, this wonderful world.
Our Mother Earth is a victim of pollution. There are many types of pollutions like air pollution, water pollution and land pollution. There are many ways through which we can stop pollution and save our Mother Earth. So let's plant trees. Stop using cars for nearby distances. Save water. Not on roads but throw the garbage in dustbin. There are many more ways through which we can save our Mother Earth. Let's shift our thoughts from me to we. We all together can save our Earth and make it a better place for the future generations. Our Mother Earth is a victim of pollution. There are many types of pollutions like air pollution, water pollution and land pollution. There are many ways through which we can stop pollution and save our Mother Earth. So let's plant trees. Stop using cars for nearby distances. Save water. not on roads but through the garbage and dustbin.
छत्तीसगढ़ी भाषा में स्वच्छता शपथ। मेरा नाम सृष्टि शाह है और मैं कक्षा 9 की विद्यार्थी हूँ। महात्मा गांधी ह भारत माता बर एकठन सपना देखे रहिस, हे जे स्वतंत्र ही नाही ढाल के साफ सुथरा भी रहाय। महात्मा गांधी हा भारत माता बर आजादी के लड़ाई लड़िस। मोला क्रिया है कि साफ सफाई बर अपन जीवन के थोड़े थोड़े समय अवश्य लगाहूँ। मैं न तो कचरा कराऊ और ना ही दूसरा मन ला कचरा करेला देऊ। मैं हाँ अपन परिवार, अपन संगवारी, अपन पड़ोसी और अपन गांव के सब ओ जन ला सफाई कार्य मैं हाँ मानथो कि दुनिया के जो देश साफ दिखते वो एकर सेती के दुनिया के रहवाइया नागरिक मन कूड़ा कचरा नहीं होवन दे और दूसरा मन ला कचरा करेला नहीं देऊ। और भी दृढ़ विश्वास के साथ गांधी जी के स्वच्छ भारत मिशन के संदेश ला फैलाऊ। मैं ये क्रिया ला और 100 जन संगवारी ला करे वर कहूँ जे क्रिया ला आज मैं खावत हाऊ। मैं वो मन ला सफाई के काम बर अपन 100 घंटा दे बर प्रयास करहूँ। मोला पूरा भरोसा है कि स्वच्छता कोटी जाए वाला सब ओ हृदय में हमर देश सुघर ही जाहे। जय जय छत्तीसगढ़ मैया। धन्यवाद।
We add the word mother to a beautiful planet Earth. Mother Earth has given us everything magnanimously. And what have we given back to it? Pollution? Pollution is nothing but Mother's solution. Mother Earth is what we have in common. And to protect our Mother Earth, we need to adopt sustainable development. Sustainable development requires human ingenuity. People are the most important resource for this.
We Indians have always believed in the idea of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is our family.
पूरे विश्व में भारत को मान आत्मनिर्भर होना है हमारी पहचान।
आओ सभी मिलकर स्वदेशी अपनाएं।
For a bright future of the mankind, we need to see the world as an integrated whole rather than a collection of dissociated parts.
We have not inherited this planet from our ancestors but have borrowed it from our successors. Indians have full potential to achieve complete sustainable development. All we need is proper implementation of these techniques. Chhattisgarh's indigenous tribal population have not only been able to live in harmony with nature by adopting sustainable development, but have also given the inspiration to the whole country for self-reliance. The tribal population has also shown that by connecting with our roots, by taking responsibility for conservation in our locality, we can pave our way towards Atmanirbhar Bharat.
We at Anand Vidya Vihar believe that together we can bring any change. The father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi, has said that be the change you want to see in the world. The people of Chhattisgarh have believed in a change. They together have brought the change. To end this program with these lines, we would like to say, दाम बड़ा हो सकता है ख्वाहिशों का, पर खुशियां कभी महंगी नहीं होती. Allow us to end this program by promoting the quote एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत. We thank you all for your rapt attention for this student-led conference 2021 Spandan.
Camera rolling, action.
We at Anand Vidya Vihar believe that together we can bring any change. The father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi, has said, be the change you want to see in this world. The people of Chhattisgarh have believed in a change. They together have brought a change. Promoting the quote, Ek Bharat, Shresht Bharat, allow us to end this event by these lines. दाम महंगे हो सकते हैं ख्वाहिशों के, पर खुशियां कभी महंगी नहीं होती. Hereby we end this student-led conference. Thank you for your rapt attention for Spandan.